What's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you guys Synth on FL Studio. It's a synthesizer that's native to FL Studio. Um, and this one's very basic, very simple interface, straight to the point, uh, very legit. So let's start out with the fact that we have three oscillators right here. You could turn these on and off by this little red circle next to where it says oscillator 3, 2. Let's just start off with one to start with, and then I'll go ahead and break down what's inside, and it's basically the same for each one. So we got the PW, which is the pulse width, I guess. Um, let's play something, and then you can hear the difference. We'll boost this up. I don't know if you could tell the difference. Is it not on? Okay. We have to change to a square wave for this to work, I guess. I guess it only works on certain waves, which is something that I didn't realize when I was reading up on this. But yeah, I guess good thing I learned that just now. Alright, so we have a couple different sound waves: square, saw, triangular, and sine. So and this also works with that, apparently, right? I guess so. And then we have all of our knobs right here. The levels, obviously, the volume, uh, the fine, CRS. When I was looking up on this, I couldn't really find what CRS stood for, but you could just hear what it does. It kind of sounds like, I don't know, it's changing I wouldn't say pitch, but maybe more like the octaves, semitones. Then we have our LFL knob and envelope knob. The envelope, just how much of the envelope modulation do you want to come in from right here. This is the filter section, and then we have the uh, amp section, and then the warm button. It's just how warm it just changes. See, without it, it sounds a little harsh. With it, it softens it up. And then we have the one and two, these one and two buttons right here. uh, I think what it does is, or actually what I read that it does is it just adds like additional waves to it, like octaves up. I think the first one, if you press the one, it adds one octave higher, and then if you put the two, it adds two octaves higher, which I guess just puts some sauce on your sound. You know what I mean? Um, and then the ring. What I got from the ring, ring 1X2, uh, is pretty much that this modulates oscillator 1 by oscillator 2. So I'm guessing it has something to do with, like, if you press it, you don't really hear a difference. If you add another one, you kind of hear a difference. So let's play it. That's just with both the oscillators. Now I'm gonna play this. See, it kind of makes it sound more, I don't know, harsh and out of tune. Uh, so I don't know, whatever you would find that useful for. Uh, yeah. And then so basically all these are the same. So uh, we could just move on from the oscillators. It's just whatever you want it to add and subtract from your sound. Um, we have our standard attack, decay, sustain, release, and then how much of this envelope you want to come in, the amount you want. LFO, how much of the LFO you want to come in, which is down here. We have, you know, the speed rate and the delay time, and then this also has its own sound waves to choose from. And then where do you want your cutoff to be? You know, where do you want it to cut off the frequency? This emphasis knob, it just puts more emphasis on your sound. I'll go ahead and turn it down and play something, and then put it up. Oh, wait, is this on? It should be on. I don't know if I could hear it. Oh yeah, it is working. Yeah, it puts some extra emphasis on it. I couldn't really hear for a second. Uh, then we have our high filter and band knobs. When you mess with this stuff, as you can see, there's no low filter knob. So whenever you put the high, just know that it is affecting, even though you don't have a low knob, it is affecting the low. And same with band. The more you increase with this, uh, the less high and low you are getting. And then there's this stuff, same stuff from down here. Your attack, decay, sustain, release, and then the levels. Obviously, how much do you want to come in your volume, basically. But when you press this button, the track amp, it see how these turn dark? It's using these now. So when you press this button, you basically moved all your decay and attack stuff to come off the amp section, and that's pretty much that. That's basically it. The only one thing is this button. This is a chorus button. When I was reading up on this, I couldn't really. It says that there's a chorus button, and I didn't really see anything. So I figured it was this. I played with it, and it actually is this. So let's just without it. And yeah, you could obviously hear the difference in that. Uh, so that's basically it. You could, like I said, all this stuff on and off. These are just your on and off buttons. Switch to the amp stuff up here. And that's pretty much it. This one's a pretty basic soft synth that's included in FL Studio. It's a good one. And then you can also go to presets. There are plenty of presets. There are obviously other synths on here that have, probably like 5 times on the presets, but this stuff is like basic stuff. You could use all this stuff. It's not a whole lot, but it is something. Let's go ahead and try one out. I don't know what to pick. Organ. Let's change it. Yeah, so if maybe you just want to pick something really fast and you don't want to go ahead and make your own sounds, there's a lot of presets in here to choose from that could also work really well. But yeah, that's all I got for today. This is Synth Live on FL Studio, and yeah, that's all I got. See ya.